INFJ problems with communication. That's what we're talking about in today's video. Most people don't think that INFJs have any problems with communication because the INFJ is such an emotionally intelligent personality type. But there is one big problem with communication that INFJs definitely suffer from. If you want to know what it is, please tune into the video to find out more. Hi everyone, today we're talking about the INFJ's biggest problem with communication. INFJs are usually known as one of the types that have extremely strong emotional intelligence skills. We can easily pick up on what other people are feeling, and we can easily read micro expressions and body language. So we naturally consider the thoughts and feelings of others because the thoughts and feelings of others are pretty apparent to us. We don't have to think about them too hard. We don't have to struggle to figure out what might be going on with someone else. We just know. We look at them and know, or we can just hear their voice over the phone and know. Sometimes we don't have to have any contact with them at all to know. So we usually have an easy time to communicate because we already know what the other person is thinking or feeling. But we also have our problems with communication. And one of the biggest problems we have with communication actually stems from our ability to read other people so well. Because we can read the energy of another person so quickly, it's almost like we can read their mind. And sometimes we actually do read their mind, whether we know it or not. When we do this, when we're scanning other people's energy and we're picking up on what they're thinking and feeling, we anticipate their needs. That's very easy for us to do. And we tune into their mood. We know what's bothering them. This is so easy for us that we don't even think about it. It's automatic and it's second nature. So we tend to forget that other people can't do this. This is a very special INFJ talent. We do share this in common with the other intuitive types. INFP personality types, ENFP personality types, and ENFJ personality types are all very good at doing this as well. But the other types, not so much. However, INFJs, because it's so automatic for us, it's so second nature, we forget that other people can't do this. Or a lot of the time, we don't even know that other people can't do this. We tend to expect that just like we can almost read someone else's mind, they can almost read our mind as well. Added to this is the fact that we tend to have trouble expressing our needs. We are very good at meeting the needs of others most of the time before they even say anything and verbally express a need. However, it's hard for us to speak up and say what we need. It's hard for us to speak up and talk about our thoughts and feelings with other people. So we often assume that other people will be able to easily read our facial expression, notice our change in mood, pick up on the fact that something's bothering us without us having to say anything at all. This is not a realistic expectation. This is not a realistic expectation of other people. Number one, because most other people are not trying to figure out what's going on with the people around them all that hard. And the second thing is they can't really do it that well. So it doesn't usually work to have this expectation in place for your relationships. The solution to this, which is actually pretty difficult for INFJs, we must use words to express what we need, how we feel, and what we're thinking. Now, we're very private people as well. That doesn't mean you need to always say what you feel or what you're thinking. You don't need to share everything. You can still have a great deal of privacy. But when there's something you really need, there's something that you really do need to communicate to another person, that's when you need to use words to communicate that to that other person. Or other people won't know what's going on with you. Some INFJs, a lot of my clients I've talked to, also have the assumption that this will go away, this problem will go away if they are communicating with another INFJ. If they're in a relationship with another INFJ, whether as a friend or a romantic partner or coworker, they think, well, I'm so good at reading that INFJ, everyone, and they're an INFJ, they're so good at reading everyone, so we'll just read each other and we won't actually have to talk about things. That's not realistic either, and a lot of times the two people being INFJs together will make it worse because each person is trying to read the other very intently. So both people are watching each other and they're watching for changes in facial expression, tone of voice, vibration of energy. but neither one is actually saying what they think, they feel, they want, or they need. This can also happen with INFJs and INFPs, or INFJs and INTJs. That's another big one where both people are really reading each other intently, but neither person is voicing what they think or what they need. So this can lead to a lot of confusion and a lot of hurt feelings, no matter what type you're dealing with. So INFJs, please use your words to tell other people what you need and how you feel. Even if it seems really obvious to you that they should already know, that you've made it obvious because of the way your face has changed or the way your voice has changed or the way you've shut down during the conversation, even if it seems really obvious to you, please still use your words to express what you're thinking and feeling. And please also do this even if it's hard, even if it feels really uncomfortable. You grew up in a home where you were not encouraged to express your thoughts or feelings, or you got in trouble for doing that. This is something that still needs to be worked on in adulthood. And we don't want to expect other people to be the mind readers that we are with them. It's not fair to them, and it's not fair to us. The way to have a better relationship is if we can actually talk about what we're thinking and feeling with the other person. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, subscribe. That stuff really helps the channel, and I really appreciate it. Please also subscribe to my newsletter. You'll find it in the comments below. I send out a lot of stuff on the newsletter. I teach classes and courses all the time on many different topics: writing, creativity, intuition, personality type, energy work, empaths, all sorts of stuff. So please sign up for the newsletter to get all the notifications on those new live classes and video courses coming up. I also send out reference material, podcasts, book recommendations, a bunch of good stuff. So please make sure you're on that newsletter. Thanks so much for tuning in, everyone, and I will see you next time.